Good day. Welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Heoka, wise clown. What other words can I use to define me? Intuitive, clown, oddball, good egg, grown up, child. I don't know. I'm an introvert, an extrovert, INFJ, starseed. So many words, and they're all the same vibration to me. It's just a little ray of light. I like light. They had toys like Light Bright when I was a kid, and I would just stare at those glowing pegs forever. And I'd eat them. I was a weird little kid that put everything in their mouth. Pretender like I was smoking cigarettes when I was 2. Then I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 15, 16. Started with clove de jarbes. Then one day I took a drag off a Camel filter, and that is so much smoother by comparison. So I was a Camel kid until 2011, 12, and then I stopped. I haven't chewed tobacco for a while. I was kind of bored and old, man. I just like trying stuff. I put things on, habits, feelings, emotions. I carry them around for a while, and if they're comfortable, I'll hang on to it. And if it's not, nah, I'll be on my way. I don't carry a lot of baggage. I do, however, help people get through emotional hurts and pains. Yesterday was kind of a good day. I've had one of my special headaches the last little while. 2-3 days. And it's been cold, so my comfort level, I'm going within to find it. Let me tell you that right now. Anyway, without getting too much into that, went to the laundromat yesterday. And there was a woman there who was getting over some of her own obstacles in life. She was doing a good job too. She was talking about her OCD. She was at the laundry and I'm like, that in itself is a huge feat. I said, I look at it more as vibrations. Like cooties, ew, they have cooties. It's just something about them that you don't like. Whether, but that's based on your frame of reference, not having anything to do with them. And then she was talking about how and I'm like, though, I can help you with this stuff. This is my alley. This is what I can help people with because I understand where you're coming from. And I got to tell her that. It was like, yeah, I said, for the last 2 years, I feel like I've only been able to inhale. I said, sometimes when you talk to somebody else that's like you, when your emotions are so heavy and dense and you just don't even know why you act the way that you do, that you realize that it's been a very long time since you've actually had the sensation of exhaling, like in relief, solace, because there's so much impending weighing on people. Doesn't matter of your economic status. Rich people kill themselves too out of misery, whether it's on purpose or accident. When people are miserable, they don't want to hurt anymore. They want to stop, and I help people stop hurting. Because I've helped myself stop hurting. That's why I know I can do it. It's because I've done it. I use a lot of principles from all kinds of spiritual practices. I take the good and recognize the good in all of them, and I leave all this stuff that takes away free will and people's personal choice. I don't care if you agree with what I think about. Just think about your own things. I just want people to consider things differently. This woman, she was going on, she just started her path of her own recovery, and she's like, I'm like, so trying to get a measure, where are you at? Like, she's like, well, I haven't let anyone in the house besides my husband and kids in 13 years. I'm like, I said, I can relate to that. See, and I know of other people of all kinds, and I've known them closely. I know how their minds work, whether it's eating disorders. Those are bad. Those are so bad. Or even just traumatic things. I've always been around with people when terrible things have happened in their life. So, I'm like moral support. That's what I do. I'm like a moral support for everybody. For the most part. Not everybody. I don't really like greedy, selfish people that just want you to freaking carry them. I like people that are, well, kind of lift them for a while and help ease their load until they get sure-footed and they start walking on their own. I don't like to spend much time on people who just want answers spoon-fed to them. It doesn't tell me that things are getting better. It tells me that there's still a lot of babies in the world. Anyway, another woman I talked to yesterday, she verified something I said earlier in a video, because I was like, when I last spoke to her, she was going up to sort things out with her son. People actually fall for that. Send this prince $3,000 to help, and then people do that. There's a lot of freaking duping and shameeling and schmozzling in the world. That's what I try to get people to do, is freaking not fall for shit, dude. Although the people that are the culprits or the dastardly, they are getting cunning and baffling too. It's just like a game to me, you know. But we can learn how to protect yourself and not get bamboozled and freaking robbed and ripped off. Basically, if you get anything on the internet, don't believe it. And if you're gonna send someone that you know something, like an attachment or something, let them know it's coming. There's a tech ain't reliable, man, and people treat it like it is. It's their own fault. Anyway, shy if I ever fall in love. I've always been a hopeless romantic, man. Every wish I ever dreamt about. Anyway, the other woman, and so she was getting me up to speed from where we last met off, and I'm like, she was in a good mood, and you know, and she was talking about how I could tell she's slimmed down, and she's like, it's been 2 weeks since I quit that, and she pointed at the soda machine. I'm like, fucking good for you, man. Sometimes I'll have a root beer like once every month or 6 weeks or something like that, like every now and again. Or I'll have a root beer bender and have like 2, maybe 3 in a 8-day period. Whoa! But my benders used to be much worse, I assure you. Anyway, and she quit doing that, and then she went back, took her story back a little farther, and she started talking about the antidepressants that her doctor prescribed to her that started giving her suicidal thoughts, and I'm just like, dude, I was prescribed one of those. I wonder if your doctor and my doctor are talking. That's what they do. They make these pills, and they don't care about what puts in them, or actually the chemistry. They just say it's FDA approved, but it's all bullshit, because I don't know if you ever noticed. Look at what the government's doing, dude. They're substandard. I kind of don't want to eat food if it does say FDA, or take anything that does say it's approved by it, because it's such a shady, gross pool of greed. And so venlafaxine was the antidepressant that the VA described. Venlafaxine. I read studies. That's why I stopped taking it. Because I was like, God damn, I'm really depressed. It got bad, but I mean, I've never been suicidal, but I do help people get through those dark nights too. Because God damn, if you could just get through that one dark night, man, just wake to the idea that things can be okay. So many things can change. Anyway, I wanted to leave on this. There's some positive feedback that I got yesterday from the just not withholding deal. And I picture myself in the DMV, you know, and I go up to the counter and it's like, okay, I need to take care of this. The person behind the counter is like, you know, what kind of mood are they in? Do they want to help me today? They don't want to help me today. Well, I think it's okay to say, so is there a reason why you're choosing not to help me get what I need done accomplished today? Is it because you don't feel like it? Because see, the way I see it, if they're already gonna be freaking retarded and repeat your progress and not help you, you might as well be able to call them on that shit. Tell them about it. They're already not helping you. What difference does it make if they think that you're crazy or not? We know this is how we can practice living in truth. Just call them out on that shit. You're just being a dick, dude. No, that's alright. You can make me wait all day long. I'm here for this to wait. Because anyone that knows that has to deal with any kind of bureau, they just like to make you wait. Well, you know, I mean, if everybody didn't know it was a freaking joke, they wouldn't have shows like Park and Rec. Everybody knows it's a joke but them. Anyway, so that's how I like to, just a little tidbit about how I like to live my truth. And just stand up for yourself, dude. Don't be a freaking doormat. Don't let people walk over you because of who they think they are. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.